Nobisi, and today we have Tshepang.
Hi, Tshepang. How are you?
Okay, so Tshepang is our drummer, and I've asked him to come join us today so we can find out what life is like as a drummer. And I've spent many months watching him, and I don't think I've ever found somebody with the amount of passion. I mean, I've seen many drummers, many bands, but I've never met anybody with that kind of passion in his heart, and his face is where you see his passion. So tell us, who is Tshepang?
Oh, first of all, Tshepang is this young guy coming from community of Paris. I'm 25 years old, and I've been playing drums since I was 10 years old.
Wow.
So the passion of playing drums, or how can I say, this me of being involved in music, I think started from when I was starting to attend churches from the early ages. So I started to have this interest of playing music, but then by then I didn't play drums before. I was playing keyboard. So I had this passion of playing drums, because you know in local churches, like every kid is interested in playing drums because of the energy that you always show on daily basis. But it just happened that I became more and more addicted to drums. So that's when I started playing drums, I could say.
Wow.
Nice.
And have you always, have you played in bands, or have you always played solo, or?
Or just for churches?
Oh, in the beginning I started playing in churches, 3 different churches I can recall. But then I think around 2014 we started building this band called Music Chefs. Music Chefs, it consisted of 4 members, each playing his instrument, but then from different churches. So for to say I played for other bands, I think it's only one group that I played with. Then I worked with Overcomers.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You got a question?
Yeah, I got a lot of questions.
You always got a lot of questions.
I got a lot of questions. So, yeah, nice having you here, bro. I hope the viewers back there are actually enjoying this session. The question I have for you is that, how did Overcomers find you, or how did you find Overcomers?
Oh.
How did you end up being here?
That's a funny question. Okay. So I started playing for Overcomers, I think around 2016, if I recall. They were doing outreaches around the location, playing different venues. Then, because we were playing for Pastor Temani, then we introduced to Overcomers to play as a band, because Music Chefs used to play for Pastor Temani. So by the other time, Pastor Andrew managed to hear us playing, and then, funny enough, I never spoke about this story. We once played for Jaden. We once played for Jaden. We were performing his tracks live through those Overcomer sessions. So I think that's when we started. Building I could say a relationship with Overcomers, because most of their outreaches, they used to call us to play as their band. So that's when we started building this relationship, because of Pastor Temano was one of the singers of Overcomers. Yeah. That's when we started maybe having a relationship with Overcomers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the relationship I think started in 2016.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like 6 years.
Yeah.
Wow,
Right.
that's
Wow.
So how do you feel about your gift? What does your gift mean to you?
That's actually a challenging question, but most of the time when I'm doing what I'm passionate of, I just feel like I'm being myself.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel more proud, I don't feel more low, I just feel neutral, but in a way that I'm filled with energy that I don't know where does it come from. But I'm just enjoying what I'm doing. Yeah. That's where I get the passion.
I love the fact that you're doing it for the kingdom of God. I love the fact that, you know, I often hear people with some of the most beautiful voices, but they always seem to use that voice for the world, you know, for fame and for money and for power. Sorry. And I often look at them and I think, you know, imagine what that voice could do for the kingdom. You know, how many people would actually fall in love with worship.
Yeah.
How many people would want to be just like that person in worship and in song. So it's so amazing that you've used that, you know, even from, like you were saying, you know, from way back then, 2016, you've always used it for the kingdom. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's legit. That's legit. Dude, I've seen you play. Honestly, I don't want to lie.
And how's his face, eh? How's his face?
It's just
He's got the
Yeah, like,
most...
yeah. he's correct saying that he's full of energy while playing the drums. I mean, like, you can feel the motion, you know, and certain people like that in a drum just gives the drum and all people around them just that energy, you know. That's really nice. I don't want to lie about that. I mean, like, dude, I've seen you play, and for me, you're really good, you know. I don't want to lie. So like, you judging from all your playings and all that, I've noticed that you guys have classes.
Okay.
So can you mention the people that you actually can say that they're looking up to me, like you're giving classes to them?
Oh, there's this one person who always makes me laugh every time when I see him on drums.
Yeah.
Like, there's this guy called Tino in Overcomers. Like, every time when I see this guy, I don't know, maybe it's because of brotherhood or something, but then he always gives me the passion maybe to say, I must teach him, because every time when I go to his room, he's always listening to this vibey music that is always going with the beat. So that's why maybe every time when I'm teaching him drums, or when we have a lessons, when we reach our lessons, I always have this passion to teach him, because of now he always tell me, guy, I like everything with movement, you see. So that actually, as a drummer, you enjoy it most of the time in your private space. Like, you feel like you can play a music that is grooming, the music that can move people.
Yeah.
So I think those
Who's your
lessons,
favorite?
my favorite, I can't say that they are all my favorite.
Yeah.
You can't just.
Did you ever... was there somebody that inspired you in your life, is why you play drums today? Or was it just a natural born given talent?
Like I've said in the background, like growing from local churches, that's when we get the opportunity maybe to play music instrument, because most of us from the location, we can't afford instruments like keyboard. It's too expensive for our children, for our parents, and stuff like drums. I can't buy drums for myself because we are just living an ordinary life at home. So, but going to church, that's when we get these opportunities to play music. And then one of the person I look up to, and he's my mentor even today, is Karabelo Leboa. There's this guy who lives in Joburg. He's my pastor's son. So he used to inspire me in a way that I wanted to see myself like him one day.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Karabe, bro.
Shout out, KB. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah. Oh,
That's amazing, eh?
that's a nice one, dude.
Wow.
And tell us about your family.
I'm this cool kid who grew up with only my mom. Hence, most of the time, like during my years of practicing music, I always struggle with attitude because of, I believe I never got the father figure from my childhood. So most of the things, like every time when I got bullied in school, like my mom was everything. So to say everything about my family, I think my family is my mom, because she's everything that I've got, and she's been the backup of everything since even now.
Yeah.
She's still the rock, man. She's still standing there, and she still supports me with everything that I do. So I do have a lot of people close to me as family, but then my real family, I think, is my mom.
Wow.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Yeah, man, that's
And
so
then-
nice.
And then tell me, is it only the drums that you play, or do you play any other instrument?
I can play keyboard, I can play drums, I can play bass guitar, but what I'm comfortable playing, or every time when I'm in shows, I'm comfortable playing drums.
So man, yeah, you play the drum, right? You play the drum. I've seen you guys play, like, isn't like the band, the whole band. So yeah, I've seen Pastor Lefty, he's been, carrying this and correcting you guys in a way and all that, and the more he corrects you guys, the more you guys becoming perfect,
Yeah.
That's actually nice. So like, the question is that have you faced challenges in the band?
Yes. Okay, the first challenge when we started working here permanently is that we are used to local music, bro. We are used to South African music most of the time. Like, you know us, we always used to play that music. Like, the background of music in Paris is like trying to do those things in Marvin Sapp's band, like hectic stuff, like trying to practice hectic stuff. But then since we came to Overcomers and working here permanently, I think the challenge is playing discipline, bro. In school, though, I never said about this. I went to music school in 2019. So the main thing that they used to teach us in music school is that you gotta have discipline. Yeah. So the kind of music we are doing in Overcomers, it's a disciplined music. Yeah. So every day, it's a challenge for me to play international music. It's because of I'm used to playing with full energy, like putting stuff, everything man, discipline. To maintain that discipline for services like 3-hour worship, it's challenging, bro, because you have to stick to one thing for 3 hours. Yeah. So that's challenging.
That's a challenge.
Yeah, you got a tough coach there, bro.
I also got another question. So you were saying just now that when you were growing up, your family couldn't afford to send you for music lessons and things like that, so you would often gain that experience from church. Now that you're at Overcomers and you see that the children at Overcomers receive those, how does it make you feel knowing that you are able to provide drum lessons to 10-year-olds?
I think that gives me motivation to say maybe one day I wish to open something like a music academy in Paris, so that everybody, not just those people who have got passion for music, but just everybody can come and learn music. Because I've saw that inside of every individual, there is that music character inside of us, just that we don't get that opportunity. But then, not only for Overcomers, I just wish that even the children at Tumahole can come and attend these classes, because of I wish the churches can grow in terms of music locally, so because we're struggling with musicians in Paris. So I just wish we could offer those free lessons, and then we can uplift Paris churches. So that's my passion, bro.
Wow, bro, that's a big dream, dude. That's a big dream.
He's got a big dream.
He's got a big dream. That's a great one, honestly. And I've noticed also in Paris, in our community, there's a lot of talent. Especially musicians, like there's a lot of talent, and him coming up with that academy and all that, I can just picture it. That's why I'd be like, whoa, I'm mind blown by what he actually has said right now, and sure, man, that's a big dream.
Well, we just call it into being, and we just stand in agreement that
will be done.
Yeah, all praise, bro, all praise.
It'll happen. And do you have any words of encouragement for people at Overcomers, as well as those listening on live stream?
Okay. My words will be short and straightforward. For people who are working in Overcomers, keep on feeding the community with love. What you guys doing to the community of Tumalo, you're not just offering us physical meals, or maybe stuff that we use to improve our skills, but then you guys are offering how to exercise love, because there's nothing that is more important than doing everything that you want to do out of space of love. So for the people who are working in Overcomers, I just wish you can keep on spreading love in every place. It's like influence people with love. And for the outside community, what I can tell you guys is that whatever that you guys are focusing on, keep on focusing on that thing until it becomes productive. That's my
Wow.
I suppose to when you come from a background of being bullied, and you kind of hold that pain, that pain of being bullied for most of your life growing up, and then you come into a place like this where bullies are not tolerated, and everybody just exhibits love. It's like a different. You kind of feel I'm at home. I finally found what I've looked for my whole life.
Peace.
And I just wish, somebody as amazing as you were never bullied.
Yeah,
But you know what,
never
sometimes-
thought that.
Yeah, I think
Never.
sometimes our bullying pushes us into paths we never imagined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I think you've got an absolutely amazing talent.
Thank you.
You're young, you're vibrant, you've got the most amazing facial expression. And, I love that my son is being taught by you. And, you know, I hope that he one day grows into
Yeah.
somebody who's going to play as passionately as you and feel as passionately as you do about music.
I'll try my best.
I also just want to say you're an amazing person, and you make your mom very proud.
Yeah.
Like really, you make your mom very proud. You make overcomers very proud. We're so proud of you,
Thank you very
Tshepang.
much, girls. You make it.
I got a last question.
Are you blushing?
I got one last question.
Okay.
One last question. Dude, I want to know how you're feeling. You know, I want to know your feeling because we can only see the facial expressions and the body language and all that when you're playing, right? I want to know how you feel. How do you feel when you play for the community? Like people are watching you. Example, each and every Friday, when you go out and give soup to the people, how do you feel playing to the people? Like in
What's
public?
going inside? What's going on inside
Yeah.
of you?
I think what's going on. I think what's physically going on. Like, take it as an example. Like, there's these people who are looking up to you, ne? And then they say, I know it's Friday. Mom is gonna bring me some candies. So then you decide to go an extra mile. Then somebody is waiting for candies to come from mom, and then here is mom coming with a cake. So you just blast these people with whatever you've got to offer. So how am I feeling? I just feel like overcomers feeding kids. But then how I feel, it's always challenging because of I always want to give more. Every time when I play, I always want to improve myself. Number one. Number two, I want to make people get interested into music.
Yeah.
So
bruh.
I want when I play, I want to attract people to play drum sexual.
Yeah.
So that's the feeling I get every time when I play.
And I think you give a whole lot more than what we're expecting.
Like Tshepang, I can look at you play for hours. Like literally, I've sit there and like just watched you
Wow,
guys
You know,
play.
you know what's really cute is when I sit in front of him and I've got the camera going, and he's playing and he looks at me and he smiles. I've caught him so many times. He's trying not to look at me, but then he does, and then he's just like smiling. But yes, so yeah, no, brilliant story and brilliant gift. And thank you that you came on today. I know it was very short notice.
Like literally 5 minutes.
If the viewers could only see, we'd actually tied you down to
Oh.
the chair.
I actually wanted to run away.
Anyway, guys, on live stream, that's a wrap from us for now. We'll be preparing for Pastor Andrew to come in for our 52 days of love. And today would be day 12. I got that right. So speak to you guys in a little while.
All right. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Tshepang.
Cheers, Tshepang.
Thanks,
Bye.
Tshepang. Sure, guys.
Bye. You're great.
What?
Allah.